Oh, see the Mark display is one of our duelists we had from round 1.
Mark Levine?
Yeah.
And
Oh, wait.
that's not Owen.
No, wait, no. That the graphics are clearly incorrect at this point in time.
So it looks like it's going to be qliphoths versus a mystery deck and a mystery player.
We still need 2 more players to do the goat control there. 2 more players.
Okay. Give us the good spots. Oh, never mind.
You have marks already, yeah?
Yeah, we do. So, YOCC, and it's a Tellarknight deck. Our wish was granted.
And he's going to summon with an Altair with 4 back rows, and that's it. And there's Mark already opening up with the Summoner's Art. He's letting it go. So he gets a Scout, and he's going to activate it, and there's the Satella Alpha Nova.
Ooh. Stop that Scout from hitting the
Get
board.
it to draw. Yeah, he doesn't want it.
Now, because Scout was negated as a pendulum card, it's actually going to be sent to the graveyard and not the extra deck.
It is indeed.
Now, it looks like Locke is playing some of the new cards from the new set.
The devastating new Exceed Summon, I would assume he would be playing
Yeah,
that.
he's playing, so he's playing 1 Tellarknight Trevere and 1 of the new Tellarknight's Proikion, which actually whose effect is failing me at the moment, but we're about to find out in the game.
Oh, and there's another Scout coming out from Mark's side.
A second Scout, my goodness. We've been seeing double Scout plays all day.
Yes, and today is no exception, and this game is no exception here. And he's going to search out a disc.
Clearly, he's setting up for an OTK next turn. Is he going to summon a monster with sacrifice? 'Cause if so, yup, there it is.
Yes.
There it is.
So it looks like it's the Helix. The
Yep.
Helix is coming out. Normal summon at 18 attack. Nope.
The sacrifice.
Sacrifice is equipped onto it.
That's going to go up to 21.
Beef get 21. 21 strike. Oh, and a
Ooh,
dimensional prison.
But
So
that sacrifice is still going to trigger. Giving Mark just more free cards. This deck and Shadalls, it seems, are all based around just getting free cards no matter what you do.
it does, and there's just way too many
It
floors
just
right now.
feels like you never want to answer your opponent because they're always going to get something out of it.
I know, and nobody wants to take a neg 1 if they don't have to, and maybe EJ's thinking, I have to here. So
Is set. It looks like
so
he draws
EJ
the
another
Altair
Altair
for a turn.
again. That's not something you want to draw right now.
Does he have a Deneb Engrave?
No, he has another Altair,
Oh, my
which he
goodness.
summoned. Yeah, so
Things are looking hard for EJ there.
this is not looking good in his end, but he can stave off a turn or 2, but this is something that you don't want to see. So he's going to summon it anyway.
Well, there's no harm in attacking right now because
And
he's got a warning. So that'll stop Mark from setting up another potential sacrifice play.
So he's going to he's just going to pressure his opponent right now. So Mark is going to start with the duality.
So there are no special summons this turn.
Yes.
Odd Eyes, Second Duality, and Skill Drain.
Maybe EJ can breathe the sigh of relief knowing he's not going to get OTK'd this turn.
But that Odd Eyes, though, that's going to let him get that trampling.
It will. It's going to help put in work.
Yep, and he's going to start just assembling all of his combo pieces and get way too far. EJ's going to be too far behind.
Attention players, we need 1 more for the outside of it. We have 7. We need 1 more. Thank you.
Looks like Mark's just trying to assemble his pieces for a big turn.
Yeah, and he's successfully resolving Scout right now, so he's making a search. Looks like a Helix.
Now we know Locke's 2 back rows are Warning and Compulse. Do we know what the third one is?
It's a breakthrough skill.
It's a breakthrough skill?
Yes, it is a breakthrough skill set. Which
So he's not
so
heavily protected right now.
Yes.
He's forced to Warning this, I think. Or he'll have to Warning the disc later on.
Yes. As
But then
that,
he loses a card.
it's unfortunate because that can beat over the Altair.
Yeah.
So let's see, and he's going to play the Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon, but they're in a state where he cannot special summon. Let's hope both players can remember. So he will go to the end phase,
right
and
to
just
his end phase, okay.
Odd Eyes will just say goodbye, but to leave a little gift.
And he goes ahead and searches that trampolines. That's how let him get 2 searches off his scout next turn.
And plays pass back to EJ as he draws for his turn. Looks like it was a spell card that I saw. Not quite a monster. And he just sets it immediately. Possibly a Mystical Space Typhoon. And he just passes. With 4 in the back
like
row.
Mark draws an MST or a Night Beam. Oh, it's a Night Beam.
It's the Night Beam. So, that card that EJ was fingering
hits
a whole
the
lot.
warning.
And he's going to hit the warning.
You know, sometimes it's tough. You gotta, when you check one back row, you gotta check them all. Otherwise, your opponent's gonna know what's which one you're itching to use, which one you got the trigger finger on, and that's exactly what Mark just did.
It's a telltale sign that people do unknowingly. Yes, Hanko, we're streaming. And it was indeed a Typhoon that I drew into. So there's
and
and the third scout. Wow.
Oh, this is brutal. Mark is just getting lucky draw after lucky draw. Scout cannot search itself, and yet he's managed to see all 3 in this game.
Yeah, indeed he has.
With only 1 Summoner's Art, no less.
So there it is. Yeah, another equip again.
Is that his second or third sacrifice?
I believe that's his second sacrifice.
Yep, so he's probably going to perform a Pendulum Summon here, just so we can get Scout to go off one more time.
Ooh, here we go. And EJ looks like he can't really do anything. He's got a breakthrough skill and a compulsory evacuation device set. So I would assume he's not doing anything.
So there's the Pendulum Summon for the turn.
Yep. There's the bounce. There's the qliphoth again.
On the Helix?
Yes, it's
All
on the
right.
Helix right now.
So he's threatening to tribute that. Oh, and he tributes the Killer. Or Towers, rather.
Oh, no. The Towers is out. This is something we've been anticipating to see this entire day. And here it is. It's out. The Towers is out. How is EJ going to have to contend with this?
That
Oh,
Towers
my.
is so incredibly strong.
And especially since he took away the Solemn Warning as
Yeah.
well. He's free to summon it, and now it's out. Oh, my lord.
And this could just single-handedly control him again. And Helix is going to get him another plus. And Sacrifice as well.
Amazing.
Oh
It
my
is
God.
out. It is wreaking havoc, folks.
There's a reason his Asian name was called the Killer.
Anything short of an honest, that's the only thing I can think of he can get out of it.
Oh, and he has no cards in hand.
Nothing. He's nothing. So this is not a good sign.
And he gets the
Any
disc.
stretch of the word.
Mark has controlled this game to a T.
And
There is nothing more that EJ can do.
Look at EJ.
Yeah.
Even though he has no cards in hands, visibly wincing and clearly unhappy with the state of the game that's happening right
No
now.
matter what he top decks, though, he has no play next
I
turn.
don't think
Short
so.
of a Soul Charge.
Because he can't Altair because he's already
Yeah.
burned 2 and there's nothing
And
in the
even then,
grave.
almost every single card in his extra deck activates.
Yeah.
There's not a single continuous card that'll get him out of that lock.
And just to put insult to
wound, yeah.
injury. The sacrifice is on. Insult to injury. There you go. Eat that. 33 to the 17 face. 1,600 points of damage. Feels like more like 16 punch slaps to the face. Oh my. EJ clearly unhappy at this point, and you don't need to be a poker player to read that. And just hit the MST.
No, don't even need to read that. He
No,
just goes
break
ahead
the
and hits
skill.
it. And now
And there's the
summon for
pendulum
game.
summon,
Yeah.
and he's just gonna go right at it. It's like, all right, let's get this over with. Oh,
And there comes the dead.
double
Yeah.
tribute for the disc. That back row card is getting popped, and there's just figuring out something. It's a channel. It's the compulsory evacuation device. Yes, it is. So this is going to go back, but
disc is still going to resolve. And this is still going to be enough, I think, to take the game.
yeah, not without the damage though. Yeah, because he's at 67 and the towers is at 33. So all he needs to do is just put. He's just got to put 33 on the board, and that's it. 34 on the board. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I think that's more than 34 are hitting.
That's
him.
certainly enough.
Yeah, I think that's 34. EJ, I don't know why you haven't scooped up yet, because this is clearly.
And another game done in a matter of turns.
I know. There it is. Cool.
Just showcasing the clear.
Oh
power
no, it's not game
of-
over.
Oh
apparently.
no. Maybe our. Oh, he's left at 100. Oh,
Gaga
there's the
Cowboy. Yeehaw! Because they are level 4 when they are summoned. Or are they?
I thought they only were level 4 when they're normal summon.
Yeah, they're also yeah.
I think this is another case of accepted game state.
It could be. I don't know if it'd make all the difference in the end, but yes.
I don't think EJ would have been able to come back from that regardless.
No, yes, but I don't think he could have went to Cowboy that turn because he shouldn't have been level 4.
Now, what does EJ have for this matchup?
Yeah, this is interesting. I can't believe that towers finally came crashing down.
He's siding 1 Fairy Wind and 1 Dust Tornado. That is it.
That's not a lot to contend with
And
this
1
matchup.
Thunder King.
That can definitely help. That's definitely a card that's.
He's siding
that's
1
warranted.
Photon Thrasher. I wonder what that's for.
It's probably just to get an extra normal
body?
zone. Yeah, an extra body in there. Oh yeah, see on the other trample except.
Pardon me?
Yeah, the other trample except.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you can special summon the Thrasher and then go Vega into something else, or Altair into something else.
So now we're on to game 2 there, and a very commanding victory.
Doesn't look like EJ has enough cards to deal with this matchup. It's amazing that he's made it this far. He must have dodged qliphoths all day.
And now Judgment Day has come for him.
Yeah.
And let's see if he can pull out a victory now, which seemingly Satellarknight seem to be the inferior matchup between the two. But let's see if EJ can pull it off.
He's siding so heavily for the Shadal match that it seems like he completely forgot that this was a threat now.
I don't have anything for cool-offs, yeah. Let's see if he can do something about this. Because that towers came down, and we looked at the deck list, and it didn't look like there's any single card.
Because Scout was in his pendulum zone, he can't special summon monsters other than qliphoth monsters. But I think that Mark would have had the game regardless.
Yeah, with the towers up, it seemed all but lost. I think Honest was his only out, but he would have
Yeah.
to preserve an attack. He lost 2 of his Altaires with no Deneb or anything.
Now, looking at his extra deck, he's actually playing a couple of the new cards. Not only is he playing Trevere, he's also playing Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon, the cover card of New Challengers.
Yes, it is, and it's a Ryoku on legs actually. You know, hat.
That the attack boost is permanent too, no less.
It is indeed. Shave off half their attack, add it onto the Dark Dragon, and swing away.
The problem with that is that it targets.
It does indeed, and that seems to be targeting is not quite the best thing to have right now. EJ.
Cards on his extra Abyss Dweller does nothing in this matchup because none of the pendulums go to grave.
It does indeed. Abyss Dweller is starting to lose play now.
Abyss Dweller would only be able to stop sacrifice. No, it just stops monster effects, doesn't it? Or just stop card effects.
Just whatever gets tributed off.
No. Does Abyss Dweller stop monster effects from activating or card effects? From activating?
Card effects.
Yeah, so it'll stop the sacrifice, but that's about it.
Alright, anything like it's or when it gets tributed. Any monster gets tributed.
Pardon me?
Or when any monster gets tributed.
I'm talking about Abyss Dweller. No, because they go to the extra. Yeah.
There's quite some extensive siding going on between these two right now. Clearly, EJ Locke is backed against the wall in a big way, because that was just a devastating game that just definitely knocked the morale out of anybody.
I just don't know what else you could say. You might be able to bring in a torrential tribute, for example, or maybe Marc C, or maybe a YOCC. It just does not seem like there was enough cards to help him in this matchup.
No, it definitely seems
Especially
not.
in the main deck, he foregoed things that would help him out. He's playing Satellarknight Skybridge, though, which is worth noting.
Yeah, it's a spell card that's been just written off as just not good, and now it's special summoning capabilities is now being brought to EJ's deck, and I don't know how well it's been serving him so far.
Well, with the lack of soul charge, it allows you to, and with the newer monsters that have been released, it allows you to kind of swap out for different things. So, say for example, you open Alsam and Skybridge, it allows you to get that Deneb off, but also burning your opponent for a grand. And then even more so with something like Unukale and Altair. You can go summon Unukale, then activate the effect, chain Skybridge, dump Deneb. You'll bring your Altair, and Altair will activate in a separate chain.
Well, unfortunately, we didn't really get to see much out of him this game because the towers was quite overpowering and devastating upon EJ's field. So let's see if we can get back into this here. It's
Hopefully,
EJ nothing.
EJ will actually be able to play a game. Looks like he did not open optimally at all.
2 Altairs and no monsters.
Yeah,
That's definitely not a playable hand.
Forced to burn a Nova so quickly. It's I wonder if he's going to be able to start this game. And if he does start this game, if he's going to be able to start a lot stronger than he did previously.
So game number 2 is about to start, and I'm going to guess EJ is going to want to start, and hopefully a lot better than what he started before in game 1, because that was definitely not a good hand to play off
That
of.
was probably the worst hand we've seen all day.
Yeah, two Altairs and nothing to special summon to show for it. So let's see who's going to start the duel. It looks like EJ is going to start as he gazes.
So he opened with is that a reinforcement of the army?
That's a reinforcement of the
Oh,
army.
and a Thunder King. So he's off to a good start. But all monsters.
Wow,
Wow.
monsters. Not the start you normally want to see, but he will play reinforcement of the army.
It's funny how Teleknights play so little monsters, yet they can still open with a handful of them.
Exactly, and this is not the way that EJ wants to open up.
That Thunder King, though, will keep him in the game at least for a little while. The only way Mark has an out to this is if he opens with Sacrifice and another qliphoth monster.
Yeah.
Which, although probable, isn't, always necessarily likely to happen.
And it'll be interesting to see what he actually decides to summon and open up with, because he does have a Thunder King. Maybe it might almost be wise to summon the Thunder King, but then again, he can just summon a qliphoth and just equip the equip card on him and just go to town. So
He does have Unukale in hand, so if he does decide to search the Altair, he's setting up for a big Vega play next turn.
yep. So he does go for the Altair, oddly enough, with reinforcement of the army.
So it looks like that's his plan. He wants to set up a big either Traver or Deltaros play in the next turn.
And he is indeed going to start some Thunder
So
King.
that foregoes my analysis.
So there it is, and he's going to end turn, and
No protection.
let's see if Mark can pick off and smell the weakness that EJ is leaving.
Well, EJ could technically be telegraphing an Honest as well.
He could be
With no back row, eh?
So there's a disc to start it off. And he's going to pass his turn. It's going to bounce back to EJ here. So he's able to buy himself at least a turn. But suspicious of why wasn't there an attack. And, well,
I think Mark is fearing the Honest, legitimately.
you could be honest, but EJ could also think twice about wanting to attack too, because he definitely doesn't want to honest over that, and he'd rather send a Satellar to bait that out. Could there be a looming skill drain? I mean, why did Mark summon the disc and then did nothing else? So, do you think it could be a skill drain, John?
It's quite possible that he does.
I mean, skill drain will hurt the Satellarknights greatly. It is the meta card. Yes, we are in round 4, mind you, everybody. So with a handful of monsters and one trap, seemingly. So EJ's forced to make the move, and he's going to summon that
Is he
Ukulai.
summoning Vega?
Oh, it's his Vega. I'm sorry. It is Vega.
Why would he summon Vega? He's got no... He's going to get no value out of this. Unless he's going to make a Castell. Oh, he got Marc C too, no less.
Ooh. Wow.
So not only is he not getting any good value out of his Vega,
He's getting hit with a Marc C.
yeah, he's got to stop. Or else he's going to give Mark another free card.
You really do not want to give that to that deck. So Ukulai, if Vega hits it, Ukulai will dump an M to the graveyard.
Well, he's got a call in his hand. So he could easily just stop here.
Yeah,
Or make a Castell, but I don't
He doesn't want to give him that plus.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Definitely
worth
don't wanna
it.
give it.
Well, it would even out because Mark would draw the extra card, but then he'd lose a card due to the Castell.
Hi, Dale. Well, Dale, this is round 4, and there's 6 rounds, and then we're playing out top 8. So this could go to like 9, 10 o'clock, possibly. Oh, 7, 8. We're hoping.
Oh, and he's going into his battle phase. So there's the skill drain.
There's that skill drain
So
right there.
obviously telegraphed as well.
And Ukulai is going to swing, and that's going to hurt. Sorry,
Hey, Dale, how's it going?
No, Dale.
We have Carrie up on the board. Please find your seat. Do not begin playing. Thanks. We're just going to plan the back table.
So that skill drain is definitely going to hurt.
That is going to hurt him.
Paid 1,000 life points, but I mean, I'm sure that's not a cost he doesn't mind paying. And a Night Beam.
Oh my goodness!
Just to take out the call of Haunted. And here comes the Summoner's Art.
One misplay just snowballs
Oh,
into a
no.
flurry of control for Mark.
That skill drain is going to let him be able to play that Summoner's Art, and he's going to get that Scout to his hand. And now he plays the Scout. He's going to go back into his deck once again.
It seems that the power of qliphoths aren't necessarily coming from the power of the deck itself, but how the interactions with other decks are. Oh, I've got a bit of a clipping issue here.
We're not sure if we're going to stream that yet, Dale. Maybe finals, we're not sure yet. So Helix pounds the Thunder King over, and the disc will pound over the Vega. And this is, once again, not a good position
And
for
EJ is left
EJ
with
Law.
2 cards in hand.
2 cards in hand, facing a skill drain. I think this is
And
gonna be done.
I think that's it's the scoop phase
2
right now.
Alta Airs and a Solemn Warning.
He needs to draw that Fairy Wind.
It's unfortunately he doesn't
One of
have
his
it.
3 main MSTs.
It's not. Yeah, unfortunately, it's not going to help. So EJ Locke is wincing and just being blown up inside because he just cannot get a good enough draw to be able to
I
contend
think-
with these.
I think he's kicking himself over that attacking.
So he sets what is an Altair and the Solemn Warning and passes. And this is not something you see coming out of Satellarknights. They don't set. They don't set.
Oh, and there's that laser quip, the field spell that won him the game in round 1.
Wonderful. And now it's going to come into play again.
Does he have the towers again?
Oh, boy.
Oh,
So is the carrier.
does he? Oh, he has shell. He has 2. He can search the towers.
He can, but does he want to with skill drain on the field?
Or is he just going to make another monster for game? Oh, no. Oh,
Double
there's the
tributes
shell.
for the shell.
And now now it's going to make quick work of his field. Yeah, even if he warning disc was going to take him out.
And there it is. Unfortunately, EJ got paired up with 2 bad hands and couldn't play out of this round. And Mark is able to take away another quick victory here. qliphoth now
Just
dominating.
dominating today.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow.
Another quick match we got here.